I guess where did all the motivation for this come from? Like, what is the driving force behind this? Did you just wake up one day and you're like, let's go do this? Or was there more meaning and reason behind this whole, I guess, the whole Live for Another brand?
Yeah, I think fundamentally, Live for Another is something that I need. Like I said, like I'm inherently pretty pessimistic. And so having like focusing on kindness is like a lot of the time I kind of have to force myself to do it because it's my job at this point. Mm-hmm. But I always see the benefit of it. Right. And like, I mean, it's not kindness towards me, it's kindness towards other people. But even just that process of coming up with an idea, executing it, and then seeing someone really positively influenced by it, like it makes me feel good. So I always say like our kindness projects in a way are almost like therapy sessions because they're things that are important to us and things that we come up with. Something that bothers us, we want to address it through kindness. And it's it's really helpful to look through that way. Those are the emotions behind it. Practically speaking, we definitely did not plan Live for Another. It's something that came about out of desperation, really. In 2017, my childhood friend, he was diagnosed with leukemia. Doctors gave him a terminal diagnosis of 1 to 2 years. Of course, when he called me and told me that, I heard 1 year. And that's kind of the way we took the situation. And then we talked about it, and ultimately I remember like ending the phone call, set the phone down, and I just had to go right back to my econ homework. And it was like this really weird situation of I don't want to spend my time in a lecture hall knowing that someone that really important to me is, potentially not going to be here soon. And so I called him back. I'm like, dude, let's come up with a bucket list. And you quit your job, I'll drop out of college, and we're going to do everything we can to make it happen. So we did that, and it went ridiculously viral, or at least for us. We started from like, we didn't have a following of any sort, right? Like at one point we were planning on going door to door to fundraise for our bucket list, but we posted a video, and in the first day it had 500,000 views. At this point, like our story has over 200 million views. Craziness. And people were really kind to us. They gave us a lot of opportunities that we never would have had. And they had no reason to, right? It was just like we were strangers on the internet, but they were willing to help us do these things that were on our bucket list. And so we did a lot of really cool stuff. But eventually, the reality still was he had cancer. We focused, at that point, we were like, okay, number 4 on our list is to break a world record. Now, we wanted to break a world record that would somehow help other people because we're pessimistic. So we always felt kind of bad that we were receiving this amount of support. Like we felt like we didn't deserve it. So we started to focus on like, okay, how can we like give this to other people because we don't deserve it, kind of thing. We were very grateful, of course, but I guess that's how our brains work. Anyway, we wanted to break the world record for the most bone marrow donor signups. He had leukemia. That was something that was basically what he needed to beat cancer. And so we did a whole bunch of social media campaigns to beat this world record. Over 13,000 people, they signed up, which was the world record. We beat it. And wow. Which is amazing, right? That's like when the confetti goes out. Incredible that we were able to do that. But we later come to find out that one of those people, some random stranger that watched our videos, was actually the one that would end up being his donor and saving his life. And that was confetti at that point coming out of my brain because I was just blown away. And, that feeling of like, we don't deserve this just took it to the next level. And it kind of, we just wanted to say thanks, I guess, really was the reason I started. I wanted to say thanks by just continuing to help other people. And it just grew from there into realizing that that's something I'm passionate about. That's something that helps me get through things. Some people might do cooking or woodworking to get through life. In my case, like I try to help other people. It's just kind of what excites me. I guess that's the first like idea that comes to my head when I'm having a shower thought.
Dude, all I have to say is wow. Like I have, you probably can't see it on the camera, but I like have goosebumps listening to you talk about this. Like that is so incredible. That's such an amazing story. And the fact that you were able to help find that donor and get all these other people to participate in that and engage and be a part of this, not even just the world record, but it's so much bigger than that.